Have you ever wanted to perform in movies and show your skill and want the world to see the new Denzel Washington in the filming industry? Today's guest will talk about these and other subjects. The Humanities Mass Communication Department at Norwalk Community College presents The New Directors, the show that introduces you to television's futures, writers, directors, and personalities. And now, join our host, Matthias De Napoli, to meet the next new director.
Thank you for joining us for today's edition of The New Directors. All of the people involved with this program are students in the television production course and are directing, switching, controlling audio, operating cameras, and acting as talent for the first time today. The guests you're about to meet are students who, when not on camera, are behind the scenes working hard to bring this program to you with as few mistakes as possible. Each student will write and direct 4 different productions. This program will give them the chance to talk about themselves, the productions they are planning, and give you the chance to know them and watch their progress throughout the semester. Our guest today is a former high school football star who loves to watch movies and dreams to be the next Will Smith. We would like you to meet today's guest, Franky Famous.
Thank you, Matisse.
Thank you. So, Franky, you always liked movies and been interested in acting. So how are you working on your own career? Tell us how you got your start and how you're developing your skills.
Well, now, I started at a young age, basically, while just watching movies, like trying to reenact scenes in my own room. Like if I heard like a new James Bond movie that came out, Casino Royale, the scene that he got beat up. I try to act like I get beat up, start screaming around the house, my mom would think, I'm really getting beat up. And I was like, hey. And then, soon after that, I host a talent show, I just love being in front of the camera, point blank, And I just started I just made a movie with a friend of mine, it's called Bedtime, as you can see. I just want to play like a little homeless role, see how it feels like to be homeless, out in the cold, freezing, only have a box, trying to sleep in it, Also on top of that, I just made another movie that I can't show now. It's called The Legend of Beat Me Not, which is about a ghetto man teaching another kid how to do karate.
Okay.
But of course, the old man learned karate from, watching other karate movies, So, it's gonna be interesting, I'm kind of the bully in that, so it's gonna be real funny to see,
All right.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to take the TV production course?
Well, I thought it would relate to what I want to do, which is acting, so I was like, why not learn a few pointers, like how to frame shots and how to cut to certain angles or certain stuff like that. Just learn the basics.
Okay. Now, what are some of the most useful things you've learned in the TV production course?
This class, I learned a lot about how to frame a picture. Like how to position it just right. Have the person give him enough room when he's on camera, not don't make him too close to the camera. Give him a little space over, the head. I learned about f-stop, how to give more clear pictures. Cause I didn't learn that when I first started using cameras. So on top of that, I learned a lot about simplicity. Different lines, like emotional lines. Vertical lines, lines of grace. Also little rules of third.
Okay.
Yeah, and pretty good stuff, yeah.
Okay. Now, why don't you tell us about some of the projects you created for your TV1 course? Tell us about your practice sequence, Guns and Hoses, your Orange project, and your Fall Foliage.
Sure. Well, sequence project, it was just the beginning. So they show you how just explore around the camera, how to use it, certain angles, certain close-ups, how to cut to a certain scene at the right time, You know, trying to use a little bit of effects, you know, like timing the way he sits, you know, before he sits down, close up like that, you know. That's it right there. And going on to the Guns and Hoses project. Yeah, is when we, you know, we start learning how to do titles, you know, how to like add music in, you know, put certain cut scenes just like before, but a little more better than before. You know, to show a little creativity. Next is the Orange project. You know, again, you know, you try to use the creativity. You know, how they show them how important the orange is. You know, because you know the orange is an important part in this picture. Because you know how it's always shown in the picture. You know, certain close-ups. You know, certain stuff like that, as you can see. As you can see, you know, that's when I actually learned about the simplicity lines and the convergent lines. You know, and with emotional lines sometimes, you know, it shows you stability, quiet, balance, rest. You know, the lines of grace that add grace by showing the S, or you know, the C-shaped lines. You know, and vertical line shows like power, you know, hope and dominance. And that's another lines of grace. You know, show the C, and that's.
Now, I know you feel that one of these projects is your best. Why don't you please tell us a little about it as we watch it?
Well, my personal best, I'll say, is the fall foliage, because I like staying focused on pictures and seeing like how peaceful certain things are, like the trees here. You know, put a little zoom out. You know, you have a close up to the leaves to see the lines of grace in them. You know. And like, it's a real peaceful project, and plus, you know, it was basically on our own, so we could like show the world like certain beautiful spots in the world, you know, like another close up of this leaf. You know, because it gives like a certain criteria what to do, you know. And a couple more zoom ins. Shows a lot of emotional lines there and stuff. Yeah.
Now, after learning how to shoot and edit these projects, what would you like to create next?
Well, actually, create next. I want to like using my skills and like trying to like create music videos, put it on YouTube, see what I could get from there. Yeah, I'm thinking about editing a couple of music videos, put it on there. Do a little acting sequences like me busting through a car window or something. Some funny and I make more better like family videos, so I could actually like cut and clip in some stuff.
Mm-hmm. All right, sounds good. Today we got to meet someone who shared with us his passion and knowledge about him and his brother's car as new student TV film. He learned hopefully become a big-time movie star. We would like to thank Franky Famous for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed meeting some of television's future directors, and we hope you will continue to join us each week to watch our progress. Thank you, and have a good day.
This has been The New Directors with your host, Matthias De Napoli, directed by Adam Kapluis.